Number one, if you or someone you love has been diagnosed with borderline, especially borderline personality, and there's a cluster of traits that feel like, I can't fully explain those, but most of it goes in the box of BPD. Many articles and research articles are suggesting an autism screening for any person who tends to present with the classic BPD symptoms, which historically has been girls and women. But the research also shows, as we're talking about the role of trauma and childhood, that for many autistic people, instead of receiving a diagnosis of PTSD, they tend to present more with anxiety and depression, at least in terms of how clinicians in a lot of research are describing it. To those traumas and more susceptible to the outcome impacting us. So BPD, anxiety, depression, a PTSD presentation, but especially as it might fit that BPD cluster. Number two, the person is generally considered to be highly sensitive, high maintenance, picky, maybe rigid, easily dysregulated. It's like they need to have their world just so, or things are quite challenging. And it might look like, oh, you're just being a diva or demanding. But the root of this dysregulation, this sensitivity to the world, is often coming from the impact of the brain and as it interacts with the environment and sensory issues, all of those things. And really quickly, just as an aside,